Today's video is brought to us by the generosity of Firearms Legal Protection. Firearms Legal Protection is a legal defense program for lawful gun owners. You win the fight, and they will help you win the fight after the fight for the rest of your life. There's a link in the description for a coupon code for a discount for all active self-protection watchers.
Hey guys, you know I love working with heartfelt, value-added people, and I love bringing you good stuff. This is my friend Mike from Primary Arms, and just so you guys know, if I haven't said this before, I don't say my friend very often. I could say somebody that I know, but Mike Branson is my friend and has been a good friend to me. So, and it just so happens he works with cool products, and I've been using some Primary Arms optics for a while now, for over a year. Yeah. So I appreciate you coming and explaining some stuff to us, Mike. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, it's great to see you, John.
Yeah, man, likewise. It's really great to see you at the show. It's one of the reasons I love SHOT Shows. I get to see friends that I haven't seen all year.
I know.
So I know Primary Arms just had this big thing where you rebranded and you came out with an entire new line.
Yes.
So before you tell us about scope, talk to me about the new system.
So we've got a lot of new products coming out, scheduled to come out for 2019, and we've grown so much. You know, we started out 10 years ago, we were just selling, affordable red dots on the internet forums, and then we've grown and we've got over 100 employees in this huge 50,000 square foot facility now. And so we've got so many optics products that we sort of had this octopus of product lines going everywhere and very long product names and SKUs. And so we rebranded it to where we're going into 4 tiers.
Okay.
At the bottom, you've got the classic line, which is the entry-level
budget optics
stuff, but they're very, very solid for the price point.
Yep.
So that's for the guy that's still, he's sort of the old school core customer that said, hey, I wanted a $90 red dot that won't break. Cool, we're still gonna do that.
We got that.
That guy's still covered. So we have that in the classic. The silver series are the ones that most of our customers know and familiar with. They're imported from China. They're punch above their price point. Mm-hmm. Our low power variables, the second focal plane are a $300 scope, and the first focal plane are a $400 scope, and they compete with scopes that cost a couple $100 more. But we've got the warranty and we've got the great customer service. So,
and it used to be that a Chinese factory would be synonymous in most American minds with cheap knockoff crap.
Right.
But those days are gone. I mean, Chinese glass is really good glass now.
They have made huge strides just in the last few years, mm-hmm. and their stuff is as good as the expensive stuff used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the Raptor, right? The
I
first
do.
focal plane.
Mm-hmm.
The glass on that scope is incredible for the price point of it. So, and you get the lifetime warranty and all of that stuff. So our prism scopes, the micro dots, all of that is going to be silver line. For the first time this year, we now have a gold line, which are made in the Philippines.
Okay.
We're engineering them here in Houston, Texas. My friend Robert over there is the one that engineers it. He's the one that designed these turrets. He did the interior design. He made this little flip lever that flips back and forth.
I love that. That's actually really nice.
It is neat. And so this is his scope, and these are his mounts that he designed. And then he went over there and said, hey, here's how you make my scope. So,
can you manufacture this to our specs?
Right, and that's coming from the Philippines, so that's for the first time this year. And those are the gold series. And then at the top of the line is the platinum series, which we've had out for a few years. Right, and that is your $1,400 1-to-8 34 millimeter tube. We have the big 6 power to 30 power with a 56 millimeter objective precision scope.
But still, those at a $1,400 price point are competing with scopes that are at a $2,500 price.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I mean, they're top of the line. I mean, they really are.
Our philosophy is no matter what the price point is, no matter what the series is, we always want to punch above our weight class in terms of the value for the dollar that you spend. And we back it up with, we've got the best reticles in the business. We've got a great lifetime warranty on the vast majority of our products now. So we couldn't be prouder of the way that we've grown. And now that we've grown so much, we needed a way to organize it. So our customers and our dealers and the people that we talk to, the guys like you, can easily understand, okay, this is the silver series, this is the kind of price that I expect to pay, this is the kind of product that I expect to get. Mm-hmm. This is the gold series, so I'm going to pay a little bit more and I'm going to get these features that I couldn't get otherwise.
So, I mean, I'll drop a little bit on the names on this stuff, is that, some guys will spend thousands of dollars on a really high-end, low-power variable optic for their AR, and I'm down with that. You want to run a Collies, you want to run a Swarovski, you want to run you know, a Schmidt bender, good. I mean, hey, I'm really okay with that. I don't have that kind of scratch. And since I don't have that kind of scratch, something like this is, and honestly, I've taken those guys' rifles and run their glass and I go, man, beautiful. And then I run my glass and I go, 95% of the beautiful for half the money. So
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, that to me is, as a guy who lives on a budget, you know, I mean, that's what life is for me. So explain to us this is one of the gold line.
This is one of the new gold line. So we're really super proud of these, and we're very excited about them. So this is made in the Philippines.
Okay.
This is a 2.5 to 10, and there's so much I could talk about with it, but I think we'll have to start with the turrets. So Bert designed these turrets. These have 120 MOA of total adjustment.
Wow.
Which is double what you usually get. Like our Silver Series scopes that are in the same 30 millimeter scope tube, you're looking at 50 or 60 MOA of total adjustment,
Okay.
which would be 25 up and 25 down, right?
Right.
Now we're looking at over 50 up and
Wow.
over 50 down in terms of the adjustment. You get 100 clicks per rotation, and these will not wear out. These will not wear out. All of the brass that is inside this is gone. It's
Really?
all hardened steel.
Oh,
the
man.
click ring is hardened steel on hardened steel, and it's all held together mechanically. Little pins and detents and those.
It's not just friction anymore.
Well, it's not glue.
Right.
A lot of the other stuff is held in with epoxy, which is awesome for the first few years, and then it dries and it cracks.
Yeah.
And you'll see guys on the forums going, "Oh man, and not with our products, but I've seen on AK Files guys, hey, I bought this really nice brand name red dot, and the adjustment knob fell off of it.
Right.
What the heck? Well, it's because the glue holding it on fell off.
That happens.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
we're not going to have that. So
Okay.
these will not wear out. You've got locking turrets, both for windage and for elevation.
Okay.
So you can reset the 0 to whatever you want. When you want to lock it and reset yourself to 0, you just spin and it stops.
And it snaps. That's awesome.
Push the button, spin and it stops. This is a 0 stop, so I can spin it all the way up as much as I want. You can see there's a rotation indicator there
Yeah.
that tells me what rotation I'm on.
How many rotations I've been through?
Right, because it's really fine, right? And you get 100 clicks per rotation, so it's going to be easy to get lost if you don't have that. Okay, now I need to go back to 0 and start again, or I want to use the reticle holdovers. I spin, 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 stop. There it is.
There it is.
Now I'm back at 0.
Nice.
So he designed that, and that's all mechanically held in place. It's easy for the user to change, to set it. It's very user friendly.
Love it.
We have what we're calling Auto Live. So this is our Reticle Illumination. You have an off stop between each setting here. We're leaving these on 7 pretty much all week, because when we put these on the rack, after 3 minutes, the illumination goes to sleep
Okay.
and it shuts itself off. When I pick it up, the illumination wakes up, and it wakes up at the same level where I had it set before.
Nice.
So I don't have to, turn it back up
don't
or
have to
whatever.
clicky-click, clicky-click.
Once it senses movement, I pick it up and I shoulder it. Illumination comes back on the way I had it set before. Parallax is on the inside. These are prototypes. So you can see our parallax is on the inside of the illumination knob. And the reason why we did that was we used to have illumination on the side of the tube here, but if you put it on the side like this, you free up tube space for people to move the scope back and forth to their eye release.
Set it for their eye release.
So that's the ideal way to do that. So we've moved to that. The other thing that we've added on these that I really like is a lot of people always ask, well, what can I do for a throw lever? I need a mag lever for it, and they're looking for some sort of aftermarket mag lever that's a ring, and you hope that it fits right, and you worry that it's going to slip. So we have this little flippy boy.
A little flippy boy.
Just the flippy boy. You can flip him down and back out of the way. You can flip him up. There's a little ball detent in there, and he screws into the power ring with 4 Allen heads.
Beautiful. So it's
And
not
the
going anywhere.
Yeah, and the power ring has got a couple of different options there for where you want to put him. And it's actually an extension that will screw into this, so you can make it longer if you want. So it's actually adjustable for length as well.
Oh, as a low power guy, that's going to be super helpful.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that, and it's going to be it's like a $30 piece.
Oh, great.
And it's guaranteed to work.
Yeah.
So These have the Philippine glass in them. The glass in them is wonderful. The eye box is great. Bird is big on eye box.
Yeah.
I hate a picky scope where I'm fighting with it.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
trying
like,
there's a
where's
darn
that?
shadows everywhere, and you want to just pick it up, throw it on your shoulder, and bam, a full sight picture with an edge-to-edge clarity and no black border around it. We have that black big netting.
Right.
We've almost eliminated that, and so you have a field of view that goes from this side of the scope body to that side of the scope body, and lots of little details on this. Like even this piece here, feel that it's rubber.
Yeah, it is.
So if you crowd it, and
So you
bump
get bonked.
yourself, you don't cut your eye because
Yeah.
it's a hardened rubberized piece. So
Well, hopefully you don't do that. That's
No,
that's
well,
a
with the
rookie
eye
mistake,
relief-
but you might, you
with
know.
the eye relief on these, you'd be really hard pressed to. So
Yeah,
I
I
have
mean-
a full sight picture right now. So look how far back my eye
right.
is.
You got great eye relief out of
I
that.
mean, you'd have to have it on like a lightweight 338 or something to actually have it come back
Yeah,
that
that would
much.
be-
But just in case somebody does, we thought about it.
I love it. I love it. I think this gold line is going to be a real seller for you guys. Not for the guy who's getting into scopes or low powers, but the one who goes, okay, now I'm getting into this a little bit and I need something that's going to perform for me a little bit better.
And it's the guy who's looking for something that's still under $1,000, but will be a buy once, cry once. I'm going to use this for
Right.
years and years, and my kid's going to use it
Yeah.
after I'm done. This is a $750 scope.
Wow, that's a lot of
With a
features at that
lifetime
price
warranty.
point. I mean, and you know, if you get into glass at all, you'll spend more on the glass than you did on the rifle.
Yeah.
Easy. And if I can go, you know what? It is a buy once, cry once, but it's $750. Honestly, for good quality glass, that's not even a cry once. That's like, dude, I mean, obviously, and I'm not saying, you know, for a lot of people, $750 is not a throwaway purchase.
Right.
But it's not, again, the $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 purchase that you see a lot of guys doing that with.
Right. I
So-
mean, hopefully you didn't have to, and we have guys that are like this, where, you know, to buy a $750 scope, blue collar guys will save up 6 months for that.
Right.
You know, so we have to respect those guys. Those guys deserve just as good a product as anybody can handle.
100%. 100%.
So I'm not a snob about it at all. Good for the guys that want the high end stuff.
Sure.
Great for them, but you know, we're sort of the blue collar option. We're the guy where if $750 is a good chunk of money to you, and you've got to justify it to the wife, and you got to make sure the kids are fed,
Right.
we're your guy.
Yeah.
You know, that's us.
And I love it for that, man. That's great stuff.